This is Federal's 595 RS Pro, the grippiest of tires. Now you're probably wondering if you should get them, if they're the right tire for you, and if they're better than the RSRRs. They are. In this video, I'm going to cover how many miles you can expect to get out of these tires, the max grip you're gonna get out of them, my comparison to the Pilot Super Sport and the RSRR since I've previously owned both, their usefulness in the wet, road noise, which we need to touch on, an important note about sizing that you should all know before you purchase the tires, and lastly, my overall review. So stick around until the end of this video to know everything about this tire and make an informed decision. So first, let's talk about how long they last. Now, don't expect these tires to be a Continental Econobox tire that's going to last you 50,000 miles. But at the end of the day, tires are still a maintenance item. We don't want to be replacing these every few thousand miles. That being said, I was genuinely surprised how long these tires lasted at the price point and the fact that they are a 200 tread wear tire. Now on this 135, my rears lasted about 10,000 miles. Now that is with a bunch of launch control usage and also some drag strip runs.
I want to go fast.
My fronts lasted about 20,000 miles. So if you're not launching your car or going to the drag strip or going to the track, I imagine your rears will last quite a bit longer than mine did. And 20k miles for the fronts make these tires a great value for the money, which I'm going to talk a little bit more about at the end of the video. But something important I'll touch on now is the ease of your finger absolutely destroying that subscribe button down below. Seriously guys, it helps support the channel and I genuinely appreciate any and all support from everyone. Now back to the tires themselves, let's talk about grip. Oh my god, grip. I was blown away by how well these tires gripped. Now, after doing stunts so many times, it felt like my backyard. You can say I got very accustomed to my Michelin Pilot Super Sports. Now, running these Federals, after having run Pilot Super Sports for quite some time, it was night and day. I couldn't believe how much more grip I had with these Federals. With the RS Pros, I can carry way more speed through the corner and I can accelerate even earlier than I was with the Michelin Pilot Super Sports. These tires are confidence inspiring. You can tell when the tires are about to let go. It's a nice gradual let go. It's not just a light switch and they turn off. Also, after doing the first run of the day, the tires seem to get hotter and they grip even better, which I could not believe until I did run 2, run 3, and run 4 through stunt. So if you're asking, yes, they grip really well. Now if I compare these pros to my recent tires, which were the Pilot Super Sports and the RSRRs, I liked the RSRRs more than the Pilot Super Sports, but I like the RS Pros more than the RSRRs, which in turn means I like the RS Pros more than the Pilot Super Sports as well. Now there are a few reasons why I like the RS Pros more than the RSRRs. I'll stick to that comparison for a second. They're only a few dollars more, so the price isn't a big difference. They seem to last a little bit longer. They seem to grip a little bit better, but most importantly, they seem to have fixed 50 to probably 75% of that ridiculous road noise you get with the RSRRs. Road noise, oh my road noise. Most small planes make less noise while taking off than the RSRRs do.
I strain my voice screaming in there. Does it have to be so loud?
Oh, I can't hear a word you're saying. My ears are ringing so bad.
They are ridiculously noisy. They seem to peak their horrendous scream around 40 miles an hour and seem to taper off around 80 miles an hour. It's this constant whirring, humming sort of sound. If passengers get in your car, whether they're a car person or not, they will immediately notice something is wrong with your car and they will ask you what's going on, what's that noise, because the tires are just so damn loud. Now the pros fixed most of that issue. Like I said, 50 to 75% of that road noise is now gone. The pros are not much louder than a normal tire. It's reasonable now. Coming from me personally, that could be partially skewed just because coming from the RSRRs to the RS Pros, I mean, literally any tire would be quieter, but riding in other friends' cars and being in other cars, you hear some road noise at speed or some tire noise at speed. The RS Pros are a little louder, but they're definitely quieter than the RSRRs. Now let's talk about wet condition usefulness of the RS Pros. When it was pouring rain, I still had grip. Now, this is a 200 tread wear race summer tire. I was braking earlier, cornering more carefully, accelerating more carefully, driving how you should be in the rain with that sort of tire. That being said, I did get to where I needed to go every single time without much concern or much craziness to note. I didn't spin out or lose control at any point. I'm not sure if there's more than maybe half an inch of snow if these tires will even move you out of your driveway, but when it's raining or when there's water on the ground, they seem to work pretty well. My only concern was I never hit like a large patch of water, so if there's like a big patch of stagnant water sitting on the freeway and you hit it, I don't know if these tires have enough grip to keep you pointing straight. So if it is your first time driving on these sorts of tires, take it easy, everyone. Now, one quick note about sizing. Federal sizes up. So for your fenders or for your setup, if you're planning to run a 265/35, for example, do not buy Federal's 265/35. Buy Federal's 255/35. On my 1 Series, when I bought a 265/35, it measures much closer to a 275/35.
They're ginormous!
The last thing I want is for you to go out there, buy the tire, love it, but you have tons of rubbing because the tire size you ordered is not technically the tire size you wanted. And finally, my overall review. Are they worth it? Would I get them again? Yes, and hell yes. These tires are amazing value for the money. You're paying somewhere between $120 and $160 a tire and getting unbelievable grip. There's so much value there for what you're paying. This 1 Series is my daily driver. Still goes to the canyon, still goes to the drag strip. I still have a ton of fun with this car. So I wanted a tire that will give me a lot of grip, isn't super expensive to replace, and will last a pretty good amount of time. 20,000 miles without being a hooligan is great for me. $140 to $150 a tire is also great. And the grip is unbelievable. They are a great choice for your fun daily driver. They can get you to where you need to go. I'd be a little careful with them as far as snow, but if it's raining, you can still get to your destination perfectly fine. As long as you take it a little easy, don't smash the throttle and slam on the brakes while it's raining with these tires. I don't know what will happen. Actually, I'm pretty sure I know what will happen. You'll just lose control of the car, so be careful. Now, personally, I plan on continually running these tires on my 1 Series, and also once the Evo is completely finished, I'll be running Federals on that car too. Now, go and smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one.